So my goal is to inspire people like, look, you got to get out of this deal. The government can't get you out. Okay, mommy, daddy, whoever you want to blame is not going to change the condition that's on this planet right now. If you want a better condition for you and your family, you got to figure out, you got to get extremely focused. I mean, you're going to have to demand it from the universe. You have to demand that this become like something, oh, this guy's not kidding, he really wants this. And basically 2009, 2010, and 11 really kind of showed me a lot of my thinking was broken, Brian. It was like I wasn't thinking big enough. If they're making $29 an hour or $15 an hour or $8 an hour, or you're not even hireable right now. By the way, I've been in every one of those situations. Maybe you're making $150,000 a year now. So from nothing to 150 grand or $1 million, how would you take and 10x all that activity? And then while you're doing that, also 10x your marriage, 10x the kids, 10x your time off. How could I have everything? Because frankly, I get sick of hearing about people talk to me about part-time, doing something part-time. A guy pitched me the other day, hey man, if I could just get your help part-time. I'm like, dude, I don't do anything part-time. Part-time to me is like communism and the devil. I've only got a payoff when I was all in, all the time. And so the 10X rule was really about how could I literally expand my thinking? How could I 10X my activity, be more places, be more social, have more family, have more, I know it sounds impossible, but the reason it's impossible is because everybody's thinking they need to balance life. But life is too long for most people. Most people end up at the end of their lifetime, the golden years, with no gold, right? I got too much time and no money. And this is happening in the wealthiest country on planet Earth, where freedom is the choice, you know, courage is our battle cry, and we have a middle class, a big, giant middle class in America made of about 250 million people that can't even pay their bills today. It's a freaking it's just a terrible tragedy. I just want people to understand this. You don't need to love every second of every day, okay? Find what you love, and I'm like, look, you need to do what it takes, whatever it takes to take care of your family today. Most of what you and I have to do every day, we don't love. I mean, I start my day like this. Oh my God, Brian, I don't want to get up today, dude. I want to sleep in. My little 6-year-old comes and jumps in, she plays. I'm like, I just want to stay in here and just love on her all day. But you know what? I'm like, oh, I got to drive to work. I got to show up. And this is where the flow happens. When you push through the grind and like, okay, I'm going to show up anyway. And then all of a sudden, and this is where I agree, I start creating, I start doing my deal, I start finding out who I really am, I start getting to exercise my creativity, and then I'm like, oh dude, that's what I'm here for. I'm in my purpose now. And you see, the problem is, the reason I couldn't make it is because I wasn't thinking about big leagues. No, nobody told me to start. If somebody would have been telling me every day, dude, big leagues, you're big league material, okay, you could be in the big leagues. Instead, I was just thinking about playing baseball. And I loved baseball, okay? And I had little fantasies about, man, maybe I could be a catcher in professional football. But I didn't have anybody freaking like covering me up in this concept, this think. Because I didn't have a giant payoff, I quit. And the same thing is for money, right? If you don't have a giant payoff in business or economics, if you're just gonna get by, you're gonna give up on the deal because the think is not big enough. What am I doing every day, man? Why am I getting up every day? Why am I going to school? I didn't even know why I was going to school, okay? If you persist and stay focused and surround yourself with other people that persist and stay focused, who knows, maybe you'll come out the other end. So first you got to change the thinking. Once the thinking gets enormous enough, big giant think, then you would actually build a plan equivalent to, hey, what would it take to become a billionaire today? I mean, this is a target that I have now. So my fantasy now is I'm going to become a billionaire. And I'm gonna show the public how to become a billionaire from where I'm at right now. To do that, I need a huge, giant action plan that involves a lot of failures, a lot of misfires, a lot of starts, but I didn't have the fuel to finish. A lot of mistakes are gonna happen, right? And then who knows, man, maybe I get halfway there. Even if I get halfway there, the payoff is enormous.